I keep telling everyone I'm okay, but your name still echoes in rooms you've never been in. Every morning starts the same. I wake before the alarm because the silence beats it there. The house is breathing, but somehow it forgot how to feel alive. I still pour 2 cups of coffee, then stare at the second one until it gets cold. Funny how habits survive long after hearts fall apart. People say time heals, then why does every calendar still lead me back to you? I changed my number, changed my city, changed the music in my headphones, but memories don't need directions. You were stitched in the conversations, painted in the dreams, hidden between every sentence. I never got to finish it. Forgetting was easy, why does my heart remember what my mind keeps begging it to lose? You're the love I couldn't replace, no matter how many faces walked into my life afterward. Some people leave footprints, you left an entire universe. I kept searching for another heartbeat that sounded like home, but every road I followed only circled back to your memory. You're the love I couldn't replace. I've laughed in crowded rooms while quietly falling apart. I learned that smiles can become really convincing when you've practiced them long enough. Everybody celebrates moving on, nobody celebrates surviving the nights where you almost gave up believing love could ever exist again. I blame myself, maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe if I talked less, loved harder, stayed longer, prayed louder, maybe. But maybe became a prison I kept volunteering to live inside. Sometimes the hardest goodbye isn't saying farewell to a person, it's saying goodbye to the future you imagine with them. You're the love I couldn't replace, not because nobody else existed, but because what we built could never be copied. Every new beginning kept tripping over an unfinished ending. Your absence became part of my identity. You're the love I couldn't replace. I stopped asking God why you disappeared. Instead, I started asking what he wanted to build inside the broken places. Healing didn't arrive like lightning, it came one quiet morning when I realized I smiled without forcing it. That's when I knew hope had quietly moved back in. Love doesn't always stay, but what it teaches does. Pain doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it simply changes its purpose. If you're listening and you're holding on to someone who only exists in photographs now, I understand. If your heart still reaches for a hand that isn't there anymore, I understand. If you've convinced yourself you'll never love again, I understand. But hear me, your story didn't end the day there's left yours. The chapter closed, not the book. One day, someone won't replace them. They'll simply love you in a completely different way, and that's okay, because healing was never about replacing love. It was about learning your heart was always capable of carrying hope alongside the scars. You're the love I couldn't replace, but you no longer define who I become. I'll carry the memories without letting them carry me. The tears still fall, the scars still stay, but today they remind me I survived. Not because life became easy, because I refuse to stop believing that broken hearts can beat again. If the song feels like it stole the words you've never been able to say, maybe we've survived the same kind of goodbye. Ooh, what's one memory you still can't let go of? And pretending your name never mattered, so I buried every picture, boxed every letter, deleted every message. But memories don't live in photo albums. They hide inside familiar songs, inside empty seats, inside birthdays that somehow still feel incomplete. People only notice the tears they can see. They never notice the ones you swallow before anyone walks into the room. Some wounds don't scream anymore, they whisper. And somehow those whispers can be louder than every voice around you. You're the love I couldn't replace, not because I stopped believing love exists, but because you taught my heart what forever felt like, even if forever ended too soon. I remember the version of me before everything changed. He laughed easier, trusted faster, dreamed bigger. Now every promise has to climb over mountains built by disappointment. I've become an expert at expecting goodbye, so when someone says I'll stay, part of me starts preparing for them to leave. That's what heartbreak does. It doesn't only break your heart, sometimes it teaches your hope to be afraid. How many people are pretending they're okay while quietly falling apart behind locked doors? How many smiles are really just survival? How many hearts are waiting for someone to ask, are you really okay? There were nights I argued with the ceiling, asking questions that never answer back. God, did I lose them, or did I lose the version of myself that only existed when they were here? The silence never explained itself, but somehow the sunrise kept arriving. Maybe that was the answer. Not every miracle sounds like thunder. Sometimes it simply looks like finding enough strength to get out of bed again. Common trigger punchline: if you've ever missed someone who's still alive, or someone you'll never see again, leave one word that describes what you're still carrying. Because maybe someone reading it will realize they're not fighting alone. I couldn't replace the love we had. Maybe I was never supposed to. Some people don't stay forever, some people change you forever. And maybe that's the part we're meant to carry forward. Not the pain, the love that proved our hearts were capable of feeling something worth remembering. Ended years ago. It's strange how one goodbye can keep introducing itself every single day. I hear you laugh inside strangers, I see a smile on people who've never even met you. And for a split second, my heart forgets what reality looks like. Then life reminds me, you're gone, not forgotten, just gone. Everybody talks about healing, nobody talks about how exhausting it is. Some mornings you feel stronger, some mornings you're right back where you started. One picture, one scent, one street, one random song, and suddenly you're standing inside yesterday again. That's the part people don't post online. The setbacks, the tears that happen long after everyone else expects you to be okay. I spent months trying to convince myself that closure was something another person could give me. I waited for one more text, one more apology, one explanation that would finally make everything make sense. It never came. That's when I realized sometimes closure isn't a conversation, it's a decision. A decision to stop letting yesterday keep renting space inside today's heart. You ever notice the strongest people usually cry when nobody can hear them? Bathrooms, cars, late night drives, showers, bedrooms, after everyone else falls asleep. Because pain doesn't always need an audience. Sometimes it only needs a place to finally breathe. I became fluent in hiding tears, professional at saying I'm good, even when my entire world was quietly collapsing behind my eyes. I hated myself for still missing you, as if healing had a deadline, as if grief followed calendars, as if hearts were machines you could simply restart. Nobody teaches you how to let go of someone who became part of your identity. How do you replace the chapters that taught you how to love? You you simply learn how to write new ones. I used to think strength meant never crying. Now I know strength is crying and still showing up the next morning. It's waking up when depression begs you not to. It's believing hope exists when your feelings swear it doesn't. It's choosing to breathe one more time, then one more, then one more, until one day you realize survival became living again. God, I questioned you more times than I could count. Not because I stopped believing, because I couldn't understand. Why give me something beautiful, only to watch it disappear? The silence felt endless, but looking back, you never left. You were holding together the parts of me I didn't even know were falling apart. Maybe miracles aren't always about changing circumstances. Maybe sometimes the miracle is changing us. The old me would've stayed inside the darkness. The new me still hurts, still remembers, still misses, but refuses to surrender. I've learned that scars aren't evidence of failure. They're proof that pain didn't get the final word. So if today you're barely surviving, don't measure yourself against people who don't know your story. Measure yourself against the version of you that almost gave up. Because you're still here, and that's already a victory worth celebrating. Maybe this song will bring them back. Maybe it won't erase every painful memory. Maybe tomorrow will still be difficult, but if these words found you on the exact day you needed them, then maybe neither of us is as alone as we thought. If your heart is still carrying someone they couldn't replace, don't be ashamed, it doesn't make you weak. It means you love deeply, and even after all the heartbreak, you still have the courage to keep listening, to keep hoping, to keep healing, to keep believing that one day the memories will make you cry at first. They'll make you smile, and when that day comes you'll realize you never stopped loving. You simply learn how to carry love without letting you carry. Not because I'm expecting you back, but because part of me still doesn't know how to rearrange a life that was built around us. People walk in and never notice it. I notice it every single day. It's amazing how one empty space can become the loudest thing in an entire room. I thought healing would erase reminders. Instead, it taught me how to live beside them. If I had one more minute, I wouldn't ask why you left, I wouldn't argue, I wouldn't try to change the ending. I'd simply say, thank you. Thank you for proving my heart could love that deeply. Thank you for every ordinary moment that only became extraordinary after it was gone. Because nobody warns you that someday the little things become the things you miss the most. Everybody noticed when I stopped smiling. Nobody noticed how hard I fought just to get out of bed. They saw the outside, they never met the war inside my mind. Some battles don't leave bruises, they leave exhaustion. The kind sleep can't fix, the kind success can't hide, the kind money can't heal, the kind that only hope can slowly untangle. One day I looked into the mirror, not to fix my appearance, but to ask a stranger wearing my face, are you still in there? The eyes looked tired, the smile looked rehearsed, the soul looked homesick, not for a place, for peace. That's when I realized I wasn't searching for another person, I was searching for the version of me that believed life could still be beautiful. I started praying, then stopped. Not because I lost faith, because I ran out of words. Sometimes pain becomes so heavy, silence is the only language left. Yet somehow God understood the prayers I never finished saying. Maybe tears have always been their own kind of prayer. For years I ran from memories, then one day I stopped, I sat down with every regret, every mistake, every goodbye, every unanswered question. And instead of fighting them, I listened That's when pain stopped becoming my prison and started becoming my teacher. Some lessons cost tears, some wisdom is written in heartbreak. Emotional climax, if you made it this far, maybe you've carried a weight that nobody else could see. Maybe you've smiled through funerals that happened inside your own heart. Maybe you've lost someone, or maybe you've lost yourself. Either way, you're still breathing. And sometimes that's the bravest thing any person can do. One day, someone will ask you, how did you survive all of that? And you'll pause, not because you don't know the answer, but because you'll remember every night you almost didn't. Every tear, every prayer, every broken promise, every lonely drive, every silent scream, every morning you chose to wake up again. Then you'll smile, a real smile, the kind pain couldn't steal. And you'll quietly say, I survived because giving up would have made my pain the final chapter. And I decided my story deserved another page. If you're still fighting a battle no one can see, don't let today be the day your pain gets the final word. Your scars may explain your story, but they don't get to write the ending.